This is Mike Mercy with Screen Education, and I wanted to do just a very brief video characterizing for you what it feels like toward the end of a digital detox when you've fully sort of transitioned or transformed into a tech-free state of mind, right? Where your mind is no longer yoked to screens and technology, and you feel liberated from the constant desire to be on your screens, right? Um, so I'm just going to give you three quotes from people who are describing that state of mind uh, after at the end of their detox, right? We've done research with on this issue with kids, high school kids who have gone to summer camps that don't allow them to bring phones. So these are like overnight summer camps that last 2 to 4, sometimes up to 8 weeks, right? So we also did research with Garrett Monroe at Hiram College, where we basically went camping 2 different times with college students and captured their descriptions of what it was like to be without their phones for a period of time. So the first quote, and I want to also say that I do these every summer. So I actually go camping myself in Michigan for 5 to 7 days, at least once every summer, sometimes twice. So just look at these three quotes. So the first quote, I couldn't remember the last time I felt so in touch with my own feelings or had the space to think about all the things happening in my life. So this is a common theme we hear that people talk about how they feel like they're reconnecting with themselves, right? And they feel that they're living at a deeper level because they have more time and energy to reflect deeply on their lives, right? So they're revealing basically that back home they're living at a more superficial level because they're so much of their time is consumed. Their time and mental energy is consumed with their screens, right? This is something that I feel profoundly when I go through digital detoxes. I just can't believe how much, at how much of a deeper level I'm living and sort of engaged and reflecting on every dimension of my life. So the second quote, after some time outdoors hauling wood, I started to think about my problems and have ideas for solutions or creative thoughts about things I wanted to do. This is so different from my day-to-day life back home, where I feel constantly trapped by my phone and social life. So this is he adds another theme here, and that is like the creativity, right? And having ideas for solutions, right? Um, that's something else that a lot of people talk about, and I've experienced this too. Uh, you start to feel like you have all this mental and creative power flooding back. It's like it all gushes back to you, and your mind feels so much more powerful. And when you experience this, you realize, oh my God, these bloody phones are, you know, squandering all my mental energy. What I could do if I weren't, tied to these bloody phones and screens all day. So so that's the second quote. This is the last quote. Without Wi-Fi or cell connection, it was easier to get to know new people and just randomly start conversations or games. I felt closer with many people here than my friends back home. So I want to say we heard this sort of this quote is it's all about connecting with other people, right? Socially and getting a deeper connection with other people, right? Um, and getting to know them better, right? And yeah, feeling like you could just randomly start conversations with people. They're feeling like they can't do that often at home. And what the other thing we hear is like kids will, because of quote social anxiety, right? They'll use their phone as a way to escape conversing with others. So they feel all this social anxiety. So what they'll do is they'll just bury their nose in their phone, and that makes it look like they're busy, right? So no one will ask them a question or speak to them. and they're covered. They have an out or an excuse as to why they're not talking, right? So the phone is almost used as a crutch to help them through social anxiety that they experience. Um, now the last sentence there, I felt closer with many people here than my friends back home. That's also something we heard a lot with the high school kids, right, versus the college kids. So you we heard that a lot over several years of doing research at summer camps, where we'd hear repeatedly, um, I felt, in the 2 weeks I was here at camp, I felt like I got to know so and so better than my best friends back home. And they say that was a lot of that was because they didn't have their phone as an obstacle to really connecting deeply with someone. So they were, because they didn't have their phone, right? They had all this time freed up to engage other people, but also they weren't communicating with these other people digitally. They were communicating face to face. So I hope that helps. You have like three themes here. One is just being able to reflect more on your life and live at a deeper level. Two, having all this creative and mental power return, right? To come up with solutions and ideas. And then three, connecting with other people at a much deeper level. Those are a lot of the things people talk about when they at the end of a detox in terms of how they change. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them in the comment section below. Thank you.